answer this for me, right? Like, I just want someone to make this make sense, right? Like, cause this shit just doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I'm the one tripping, right? But tell me how we gotta pay with money that these people at the top print up, right? So it really has no value, and they just print it. It's a monopoly money. It's a game. That's why they have a board game called the Game of Life. It's a game, right? They sit printing it at the top. These elites, right? The people who run this system. But with that being said, tell me how you gotta pay money that these people print and have us all slave for, and give our soul force and energy and life force for, because that's what they pay you in exchange for in those jobs. They're draining your energy in these factories, these jobs. When you sign those documents, you're agreeing, you're making soul agreements to give your soul, pieces of your soul and your spirit to these companies, these businesses. That's how they even manifest themselves. Like Walmart only got so big through all the energy that they suck from us to prop themselves up and keep growing. If none of us went to shop at Walmart, if none of us gave attention to Walmart, it would wither away and die. Literally. So it's all our life force of all the gods and goddesses who go and spend money at Walmart, think about Walmart, think it's good for us, because a lot of people are programmed and they like the slave master. Like, you'll like McDonald's when really it's killing you. And you're all snuggling up, hugging it, all arms around this thing that's stabbing you in the back. While you got your arms around it, it got a knife in your back. Etherically, spiritually. That's a lot of our relationship with the things in this realm. Because a lot of the things placed around us in this realm are here to destroy us. Whether it be the food, the drugs, the music, you feel me? The technology. So much of this shit around us is placed here to destroy us. And you got this toxic relationship with it. So again, it's like your arms are around something that's stabbing you in the back. You feel me? So we're taking the knife out of our back. And within that being said, right? Let me wrap it up to what I was saying, to just wrap it to what I'm saying is how we gotta pay money for something that has a seed to grow. That's my biggest point that I'm saying. How we gotta pay money. No, for real, think about it. How we gotta pay money for something that has a seed to grow. Because I need the light, because I'm recording myself. I have my own intention for it. How do you need to pay money for something that has a seed to grow? Something that has a seed to grow. Sorry for my miserable human being mother in the background, archon-ass entity, you feel me? There's no more sleeping in this matrix. I'm not gonna ever, every single moment I'm here for the rest of my, I'm gonna be amped up. I'm gonna make it very uncomfortable. Good for you, because you want me to get locked up and it'll never happen. I'll kill a cop, bitch. Fuck, like I said. Within that being said though, because I'm really like that, fuck these bitches, right? I'll step more than you ever knew. Fuck out of here, nigga. I'm ready to die for nature, nigga. And I'm never gonna die, because death is an illusion. And it's not gonna get to that point. But I'm saying I'm willing to go all the way to laying my body down to protect nature, nigga. We're getting back to the frequency where anyone who kills an animal gets killed theyself, nigga. We cutting heads off of anyone who comes in our woods to chop down the trees, break the resources, kill the animals. I'm not saying just realistically chopping down trees, you feel me? I'm not saying realistically chopping down trees, you feel me? Because you can use, like, in moderation, you know, a little stick here, a little stick there to build your house. But I'm talking about the way they come and kill nature. They're not in nature to honor the tree, to take a piece of the tree to build it. No, they're coming to kill all the nature within the forest. So it's not just a regular person chopping down a tree to use it in a real way for their house or use it to build something. No, they come just destroying the forest. I'm talking about that frequency. So don't get misconstrued. Like, we're going to apply realism and logic and balance to it. I'm not coming on a super, like, out there energy of not being, like, reasonable and in tune with it, right? Because I understand how to use discernment and see who really deserves that energy of, you feel me? I'm not saying we just warn with everyone. No, we're good versus evil. It's anything that's destroying nature, anything that's killing the planet, anything that's toxic to nature, that refuses to rise. Because nature itself is rising. It's coming back to life, to heal. And it's purging all these pollutants, these toxins, all this disgusting shit. It's getting ripped and cleansed off. So if you refuse to rise with nature, your ass will be buried, nigga, in this dead fucking world, nigga. And the world isn't the planet. The world is this whole fake illusion we was living in, gang. I'm talking about the idea of everything you thought you was in America, the fake map, being a citizen, being a human being, that whole old world before 2020, before lockdown, before these new cosmic energies started ushering into the realm, cracking through that light cool lockdown and activating the real beings of this realm. Guess what? All this has always been about. We're just waking up. We just waking up. All indigenous beings, what they call us Black, Latino, you feel me? The real Hawaiians, you feel me? The real Asians, you feel me? All indigenous beings, they just divide us. They just come and split us up and call us these different words, and we don't even research where this shit comes from. Again, Africa comes from Scifro Africanus. America comes from Americo Vespucci. Names of these conquistadors, these human beings, and probably even more so shapeshifters and shit. Pretending to be white people, reptilians shapeshift into the form of these human beings, just like most of the elites are right now. Most of these elites, most of these celebrities that aren't Black or Latino, most of these people running the system, these top lawyers, these top judges, these top doctors, the people who have power in the system, 90% of them are reptilians, Pleiadians, or another form of a fallen god or fallen angel or fallen being, you feel me? And then we understand at the very top, you hear things like the black nobility, how there's really black elite families that run the white elite families, and they never even show their face at all, because you know how they say the elites never show their face? Well, we know at least the Rothschilds and the Bilderbergers, but we don't even know of these carbonated families, and that's really the fallen gods, because it's us versus us. Good versus evil. That's why it's deeper than racism or deeper than any type of energy of not seeing it for what it really is when we're just describing life. Like if you're in a war and someone's actually the evil one and you're the good one, and you got to describe how their uniforms look. So you got to describe who's doing what, the actions of the good army and the actions of the bad army, so you know what you're fighting, and it's actually real. Then we got to describe it. The only reason people get offended is because they think we're talking about things that isn't real. But if this is actually what took place on the planet, when y'all told us, y'all came to so-called Africa and all these different lands and civilized us, as much as it hurt, and when y'all told us we came from slaves and had all us thinking we all came from slaves, and really slaves was a small fraction of us war prisoners that they took on the battlefield as they were born to take our lands, because we're the beings that were all over the lands in all different forms. They just call us some Native Americans over here. All the Black and Latino people you see over here are the real Native Americans. They call us Africans over there. They call us Indonesians and Malaysians and Aboriginal Hawaiians and Aboriginal Australians and Polynesians and, you feel me, and all the and Papua New Guineans and you feel me? All this different shit they call us, fam, but it's all us. Tell me why everywhere you go outside of Africa, where it's still us, where they call us quote unquote black, but really we're carbonated. It's carbon in our skin. That's what's in our skin. And if you're mixed, you're a god. I have carbon in my genetics, and I'm a soul. So I'm what my people are. Just step into this body of a mixed body, and all I need to do is conquer those animal genetics, that human genome, which is super inferior to the god genetics anyway, so it barely takes any effort. All it takes is like 2-3 days of eating fruits. I'm already conquering that any form of the human genetic control in my life of these animal genetics, because I'm a god with animal genetics. It's not like these human beings, right, who are like a spirit in a body, put in that body for the first time. This is their first life. All human beings are experiencing their first lifetime. They're the ones that are 3D physical ego beings. So they programmed us with their reality. They grouped us in with them and told us we were all what they are. So when they describe life within the idea of thinking they're going to die after, this is their body, they're just a brain, that's kind of human beings. Even though they're really not, because there's a spirit in the body. The spirit was placed in their body and they came to life. Like the spirit is just all around us, right? Spirit is ether. Spirit is electricity. Picture like an ocean, a giant ocean of ether, of electricity, of life force, of spirit. And what Zeus did is he took a little bit of this spirit and put it in a little bottle. He just took a little bit of spirit and put it in a bottle and closed that bottle and, you feel me, and grasped. And then what he did is he took that and he poured it into this body that he grafted in our form. Allah. Arm, leg, arm, head. The God physique. Again, this is why in Islam, I, self, Lord, and Master, because all religions come from real spiritual teachings, just corrupted from the inside out and pulled away from the real original teachings of that so-called religion before it was ever a religion. Because all these different forms of religions and spiritual pathways, there's no right way to go about your spiritual journey. They're all just ways to stir up the soul and activate you to find the real truth. Because there is only one eternal truth. We just all gotta shift through all these different pieces, and we're all putting the puzzle together. And while we're putting the puzzle together, you're gonna grab pieces that you think fit. You're gonna have to go through maybe 20, 30 pieces before you find a piece that fits that piece and that piece. So I'm saying, when it is that you're trying to undo all these lies and find the truth, the feel you're gonna have to go through all the bullshit. You're probably gonna, like a lot of us, once we get free from religion, we jump into spirituality, and spirituality be a trap. Because this is nothing we're doing is spirituality. We just use that word for lack of better terminology. This is life. This is me expressing myself within life. Magic is life. Magic is magnetic science. Magic is soul science, energy science, right? Everything within everything of what I am is within life that I'm experiencing. And I'm merely tapping in and tuning into what life really is outside the lie they told me. And I'm just living life as I am. I'm tapping into what life really is. This is why it's called waking up, seeing what's real, opening your third eye, going out in nature, and in nature where all the magic begins. In nature is where all this powerful shit is. These super powerful energies, these herbs, these plants, all these things to power you up. All these energies full of life, the air, the environment, everything, and strengthening you. So nature is where it all starts. That's why we need to exit this matrix, exit these concrete jungles. I'm getting closer and closer to being fully in nature. I'm going to come and speak on it a lot more, especially as I get closer and closer to it. But I'm going to be living in the woods, bro. I understand that I'm being watched and monitored, so the more I speak, I'm giving these archons and the Zeus and his fallen army, and these evil, the evil side, the side we're warned against in this realm and all in the cosmos, I'm giving them weapons to use against me. I'm giving them intel. But the thing is, I'm such a powerful soul, I'm such a powerful guy, I'm so protected, they can't do shit, gang. All they can do is listen from the outside. Now, with that being said, I'm still gonna be reasonable and not say like my whole spew, because then if I said everything and I told them my every move and every fucking idea, then you feel me, it would fuck me up a little bit. It would never stop anything, but they might be able to get in my way a little bit here, a little bit there, the more I speak on what I'm gonna do into this reality, right? But the thing is, I'm elected to be a beacon for all of our people. Like I'm taking on the mantle of being like someone for us all to look at. Like sure, I'm here for myself individually, but I'm also here for the collective above all and nature above all. So it's like my life is being used as a case study to show our divinity. Like everything I'm tapping into is living proof of the God beings we are, the God genetics we are, whether it be the fact that I literally go over a month eating only apples, literally, not drinking water, only drinking the juice and the fruits and the fruit juice, organic, pure fruit juice, not from concentrate, one ingredient on the back, orange juice, one ingredient on the back, apple juice, one ingredient on the back, grape juice, watermelon juice, you get what I'm saying? And eventually I want to get a juicer and find ways just to take the actual fruits and squeeze it myself. Because these companies be lying. They still putting chemicals in that shit. No matter how much it says organic orange juice. How is it staying on the shelf so long? How it got that perfect orange color? When I squeeze the real orange juice out the fruit, it don't look like how it looks in the stores. When I squeeze the real fruit juice out of the apple, how they got the apple juice to always be colored that color. You know what I'm saying? How they get the organic fruits to never go bad. Or rather, how is it that they stay way longer? Really think about it. When you take the fruits home, they start going bad. It's like when they're in that store, they got them in a spell. They're rotten on the inside, but on the outside, they got something to make the fruits look like they're good, you feel me? Really, it's losing life force, and a lot of those fruits be stale and old, even organic. That's why we need to get back to growing all our own stuff, you feel me? And that's what I'm getting at, right? It's like, they literally got us slaves in the system on our own land, to where they got us paying with their paper money, their fake monopoly money. They got us paying to get shit that we can grow out of our soil. The very thing we stand on beneath us, the dirt, can grow things. Like, we can plant. Think of how amazing it is, how magical it is. Like, we don't even stop to think about that. Underneath us is something they call dirt. That we can plant these things called seeds that is in the things we eat and in the plants we want. And we can plant these seeds in the ground and they grow out the ground. They grow out the ground, you feel me? No one cares about you, low vibrational Neanderthal made in my image. Low vibrational, yeah, I am. I'm not here for you. I do not care. Girl, look, I don't want anything to do for you. I don't care for you. I'm not anything to do for you. You're an Archon possessed weirdo. You can stand here and just do this all you want. It's not stopping anything. All I'm going to do is be myself. You're not doing anything. I need to feed you attention. I can't do it. Yeah, you're right. I don't. I'm activating. I'm not for any of y'all. Yes, I am. I'm not anything within anything of what you call me. You're a sociopath that lacks a soul. Your people are psychopaths that came to our planet and raped and slaughtered and murdered. No, all you're telling me is that you're being an Archon that's coming here to make an artificial illusion, really just to steal energy from me and interject your way around me. You just want to be around me. You sit here and talk so much shit around me, but you're right here sucking up my energy. Go away. Leave then. No one cares about you. You need to get off my land. You need to get off my land. You need to get off my land. Your people don't belong here. Yeah, good. I'm proving that I am everything I am, and you're a low vibrational ass Archon that lacks a soul. You are not my mother. You're a human being that carried the body of an indigenous beings of this planet. No, you're a soulless being. You're a soulless being. You're a soulless being. Can I grow my weed out my ground and not have your police and your system that your ancestors murder us to create? Where it is that you took us out of nature, where we already had everything, no laws to tell us we can't grow what we want out of our soil. Yeah, and you stole my land. You stole my ability to own the land to grow the weed out the soil, bitch. I'm the one that created that in the cosmos. My ancestors created cannabis. Fuck, nigga. She's so slow. She thinks she's dumb. Everything I'm speaking, I'm literally proving that I really believe. It's not even believe, I become. That's a spell. You believe, you leave your being. I'm gonna make a spell video on this. These words are spells, you feel me? I gotta get back on my decoding spells tip. Because for a while I was making videos about decoding the spells and shit on my old channel. And that's right, I had an old channel, but I had to delete that shit because I had an Archon and some Matrix attack sent to me. And in order to fully get cleansed from all that and get cleansed from this parasite, this person that was latched onto me, and remove all the energy coming from that reality, I had to delete that whole channel and cleanse the energy. Like, I had to make a whole new, like, identity on the bitch. Like, I had to cut everything off, go on myself, and come back on a bitch, you feel me? Like, low vibrational ass being, you feel me? Low vibrational ass sorry being, you feel me? Low vibrational ass disgusting being. She just came back in the house talking about, I'm gonna turn the Wi-Fi off. Funny thing is, when I want to turn the Wi-Fi off because I know it's killing us and it's seeping into our body with the radiation, causing our cells to leak and our organs to leak, and it's disrupting us with the EMF waves and keeping you blocked out from the Ethernet. Because you know if you're not around the internet, the artificial Wi-Fi, remember how we used to daydream a lot more? Remember that feeling when you get super pulled into your thoughts? You can't get that feeling when you're surrounded by all this smog and EMF that's clouded. You can't see it when you're only looking through your third eye or your three eyes. When you look through your third eye, you can see it. See, I mixed up my words. When I was trying to see your 3D eyes, that's why I said third eye. I mixed up I was combined. But when you look through your 3D physical eyes, these two eyes, you won't really see it. And when you only think from a 3D way, you don't get it. But and if you could tap in and see on a higher level, you would see all this pollution, this technology pollution, and this clouded, smoggy space. Even when you go outside and you're around these houses, because they all got Wi-Fi boxes, there's Wi-Fi everywhere. They're emitting this disgusting frequency all out, corrupting and destroying the realm and just the natural ability to tune into the Ethernet, you feel me? But for us, it's like it clouds us to be able to tune in. It clouds us from being able to, you feel me, be in that clear state to really feel our goals. You feel? Alright, because we're electrical beings and all types of different things. Like, we have all these different energies in science. These things they call in science, these different forces like electricity, elemental forces, magnetism, orgone energy. Like, we have all this energy flowing through us, inside of us. And so when they make this technology and they play with electricity and they do all this shit, or they place it around us, it affects us on so many deep levels, right? Like, even deeper than the physical level of just being toxic. Like, it literally changes your vibrational state, your conscious state, your whole being, your ability to tune in, you feel me? So that low vibrationalized being that I thought was my mother in my first couple years, that's really a human being that is not my mother at all. Masculine as fuck. White women are only a man with a womb, not real divine feminine energy, not even real feminine energy at all. They're a man with a womb. They're a white man with a womb. And the white man don't even got real masculine energy. They're animal hybrids with a drop of our blood, fam, made in our image. But they got it fucked up. My mom, that's not my mom, that human being woman, got fucked up. Megan, I'm just calling by her name, Megan. Megan Borshow. Fuck. Megan got it fucked up. Because her whole species doesn't belong on my planet. She telling me to get out her house. You don't need to get out our lands, get off our lands, and I can stand right here, move the house away, let nature grow all here, and let me just be here, stand right here and be right here without y'all. Like, literally, y'all won't let me just sit out in nature. Even when I want to go out in nature, they got all this shit to fence everything else, block everything else. Like, y'all really are the ones not letting me be me. I want to get away from all of y'all and just be by myself and be out in nature and let nature within grow and everything I want out the soil provide for me and live in harmony with nature. Y'all the ones who don't want me to do that. So the system, it will swear it doesn't like you, it wants nothing to do with you, will talk all this shit about you, but it's the thing that's keeping you stuck here. It's not letting you get away. Just like my mom, you feel me? Low vibrationalized archon, human being, you feel me? She'll talk all that shit, but then she wants my energy, you feel me? She'll talk all that shit, but then on a deeper level, she doesn't even belong in these lanes. You got this physical little house. I got the energy of nature all around this house that respects me, that I can go out. You can't go out in nature. She has to be in this cave, disconnected, hiding from the outside. Because white people, human beings, don't even like that. They can't take the atmosphere. It's even them not liking the atmosphere. They can't take the atmosphere like that. They might go outside for a little bit, walk their little dog, a big dog walking a small dog. No offense for this. And that's kind of how I see it now. Not even trying to be funny, but now that I'm so tapped in, when I see a white person, a human being walking their dog and shit, because they love to just walk their dogs and shit. It's like they're just like programs, bots just repeating, just walk out, do the same shit, walk their dog, and like, you feel me? They be all up on their dogs and shit. Not saying there's anything wrong with dogs as an animal. They're an animal. They're okay. They're cool, but we ain't cool with dogs to the level that these white people are cool with, because they are dogs. They're genetically related to these dogs, so-called human beings. That's one of the animals used to graft their genome. That's one of the animals in their genome. And these human beings, white people, they have canine genetics, along with pig genetics, you feel me? They have the genetics of the lemur, you feel me? Of mice, you feel me? Of the house flies and shit. But they have all these different animal genetics that Zeus was killing these animals and putting them together to create this being, you feel me? So within that being said, she doesn't belong on my lands. They need to go. Well, so all this energy is amping up. I'm going to be out in nature very soon. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I need to get out in nature. You see the energy I'm around? These sentient programs? All this bullshit around me? I need to get out in nature away from these low vibrationalized beings. They're just around me. I'm here to be on my planet. And in the location I'm in, it comes with y'all being around here. Y'all think I'm really worried about y'all? I just am here. Once I'm here and once I'm in a different, y'all gonna be out of sight, out of mind once I'm gone. Y'all really don't matter. Y'all are so irrelevant. I swear to God, these people are so irrelevant. I'm here for my nature. They're tuned to my planet. And I'm standing on nature fully. I'm gonna never need to do anything for cannabis or any of my plants or anything that grows out my soil again, because I can grow everything I want from out my soil. So again, to wrap it all up, how is it that we need money that they print to buy the very things that come out our soil? So it comes out our soil. You can grow it freely, super abundantly. All they do is take it, create an artificial illusion of this system, and get you to believe in money and believe that you need this money to buy what they took out of your nature by growing it with the seeds that come inside of it. But they're trying to make all the fruit seedless now even too. They make all these GMO fruits and try to remove the seeds so we can't even grow our fruits and shit. It ain't gonna happen though. Nothing they try to do is ever gonna work. No weapons formed against us shall prosper. Not is it just that no weapons formed against me shall prosper, but on the collective planetary scale, to the planet herself, no weapon formed against this planet will prosper. All the destruction, all the pollution, all the disgusting shit. How much have they ripped apart the nature and torn it apart? And the nature, the planet and nature is still going. Still going. In fact, I see nature, even in New Jersey. For those who aren't paying attention, they won't notice. I'm starting to see the wildlife, nature, the animals grow and come back here and there, slowly but surely. And the more we get them out the way, and the hotter it becomes. And if these people weren't riding around in their fake construction cars with a literal group of them designed to kill any form of nature that grows in the concrete jungle, like outside the little nature reserves they have, where they designate spots to allow our plant just to grow, and they still don't really allow it to grow, right? And when you're in the actual cities and towns, any nature that starts to rise above all this bullshit, they literally go and attack. Like, they attack you head on. Like, they send agents, they send people, they send people towards they start ripping apart, killing any trees, killing shit, literally killing the nature that grows inside these cities and towns even. So, like, you feel me? My point of saying that is nature is always growing. And the moment they're gone, all they're doing is blocking nature off. Nature just keeps growing and keeps growing and keeps growing. They just keep cutting her down. As soon as they're not here to cut nature down, everything is going to grow so big, so giant. Nature, like literally, we never even seen the planet in its actual state. We don't even know what the real trees are. The trees are about at least 10 times bigger than that. All these trees around you, most of them are clones or 30 millimeter bushes. You feel me? Or you feel me? Like, and then the plants you see around you, a lot of them are polluted. Like, a lot of this shit has been replanted and put around you after they already came and raped the realm. So we don't even know what the planet really is on a deeper level when you look at it like that, you feel me? And that's why it is that they keep us in these reservations called cities and towns, these modern day plantations, these zoos for my species that they group human being, white people in, poor class and middle class white people. Most of them are clones, but they and then there's shapeshifters and Pleiadians and actors and agents, and they all group in with the real indigenous beings of this planet. And most of the people around you, you're living in a real life Truman Show, but it's on a species wide level, you feel me? So all of us in these cities and towns, especially in developed countries like America, right? the house you're sitting in on your street, 9 out of 10 of the people around you, if they're not black or Latino, they are not what you think. And then if they are a white person or a human being, they're programmed just to keep the system going by believing in the system and not being taught anything about what this planet really is. Especially when it goes to white supremacy and whitewash and everything. When really this whole planet is ours, and y'all stole it from us. And y'all call us black and Latino. Again, these are what y'all call us, not what we call ourselves. What is our language? What was our culture? What was our nation? Fuck what y'all came and put onto us. What were my ancestors' language, huh? What did my ancestors call themselves, huh? Fuck out of here. Everything grows out my soil abundantly. So any low vibrational action I might do in a survival state is only a result of this disgusting system that has stripped me from my sovereignty, and literally deeper than that, literally will not let me go and plant the shit that grows out my fucking soil. What are we arguing for when it is that I can grow this thing out the soil if they let me? But what do? They won't let us, but they'll take their little businesses and set up a whole shop and grow 100 plants and give it back to us after polluting it and spraying it to make their little money off of it. After they done locked us up for how many years for the thing they knew was never harmful. Meanwhile, they had alcohol, cigarettes, all these horrible medications. They were giving us opioids and you feel me? But they care about you. Y'all are asleep. This world is dying. They're uncomfortable because I'm waking up. Literally, I need to wake up. This is the last, like literally, y'all are walking off a cliff no matter if y'all see it or not. And I'm picking myself up away from the shit that y'all are all content from dying within. Y'all can be content with this sick system. I will never be content with this shit we're in because this is my land and I am literally in direct connection to everything that took place on this planet. I am the ancestors that was here when they invaded the planet. So this is way deeper for me. I'm a very ancient soul beyond this planet. But when it goes to this planet, I was here for the whole history of this planet. I'm just remembering everything that took place on this planet. After they invaded and before they invaded, I was here the entire time. In fact, I was one of the souls that was elected to build up this planet. One of the 144,000 souls elected from the Galactic Council of the 9 divine elder goddesses that manifested themselves, then manifested our whole species from Sirius X, that which we hail from. This is our home away from home, our headquarters away from, you feel me? Our headquarters away from headquarters. Planet Kai was meant to be a spiritual dojo, and on a deeper level, this is a plant planet. This is a plant planet. You feel me? And I'm a guardian of the garden. This is one big garden. And on a cosmic level, they made it about my species, that little Guardians of the Galaxy movie, just like all their superhero movies, all their movies about the X-Men and all this shit. If you really research into the science of these superhero abilities, it literally be talking about science. Like they be using science to make up these superpowers and shit. Like they be talking about gamma radiation and like all this different shit. You feel me? Metaphysical science and shit. Even in Ant-Man, they were talking about the quantum realm. The quantum realm. None of this shit is literally. That's why they call it supernature, supernatural. We're the Superman. Fuck you mean? They're the man. We're the Superman. Literally. And even that they whitewashed, huh? And where did Superman get his powers from? That little fake white boy. Where did he get his powers from? Because white people can't even take the sun. Where did he get his powers from, though? The sun? The sun? They had a whole scene in the Superman movie where he's standing in the sun, and it breaks down how, due to the atmosphere of this planet, when he comes to this planet, his bones are thousands of times stronger, and and he feeds on the radiation. Where the fuck do you think they're getting this from? Why the fuck do they call X-Men X-Man? When they say the true black woman's genes is X, the X gene. And why is X missing one leg? Why are we the Y chromosome as the masculine counterpart that was manifested by the feminine, which is why Zeus, Satan, the only masculine god who wants to dominate source, tried to make you think the woman was evil. In his little Bible, when he told you about Adam and Eve. That was his creation, in his garden. He was in a garden created, all right? These human beings. The original Adam and Eve are the original. Let me not even get into that. But then even if you break down that was also still deeper, because what is an atom? What do they call atoms? Particles. The atoms floating around you. What is Eve? The mitochondrial Eve. Literally, what I was just talking about. That which only exists in a black woman. She has the mitochondrial genetics. So everything I talk about, while it is that this low vibrational ass archon of a being that thought they were my mother when really you're a being made in my image, that I'm a soul way older than anything you can fathom. So how could you have anything to do with creating me? This is why I even treat her the way I treat her in this realm, because I am way older than her. She's the child to me. My consciousness comes from the universe. That's what I mean by I was never a child, and all the adults around me were goofing themselves by not talking to me. Because if y'all talked to me and got me to open up, all my energy was within me. And I was super closed off. My energy was protected. So all my energy, I was communicating in my head. I was super in tune. But at the same time, they had me asleep too. So it was like I was within the bullshit trying to navigate while it is that they had me in a sleeper state. But all I am is a soul that stepped through I crossed through from the other side to this side into this physical. And stepping through into the portal, my physical body, it started off small and it just grew up. It was just growing. But I was here the whole time. And as so-called kids, as blacks, Latinos, because we're souls, as so-called kids, we're actually way more in tune and way more pure. We're just adapting to the physical. That's all it is. And that's why it is that I really do not respect that human being either, because she was toxic towards me my whole life, mainly due to the program of this disgusting ass energy of thinking that adults have the ability or have the right to abuse their kids or treat them however they want. That shit is not okay at all. Y'all use that shit to get off y'all little shit. Y'all will never do that to an adult that you see as your equal, so that's how I know it's wrong. The way you treat your kids, you would get smacked if you did a fraction of that. If you walked up to a random person and talked to them how 90% of the people in this realm talk to their kids, they would get their ass whooped. So how are you able to do that to the being that you created, that you're supposed to love? That's how backwards this world is. Instead of this thing that you're supposed to feel all this love for because you created yourself. And if anything they told us about physical reality was true, which is how we know it's not, and they treat us like the soul we are, deep down, they don't treat us like we're a new body, a new life that's just now coming into life and doesn't know anything. Because if that really was true, then that's an even greater wickedness. So you're telling me this being that doesn't know any better, the small child, your way of speaking to it is to be extremely violent and toxic and abuse it. Oh, I need to beat my kids to beat sense into them. What? That's why there's so much abuse and toxicity in this world. We started with parents that were so convinced that in order to, instead of talking to us and caring about us and showing us love and trying to connect to us, they just started beating on us, acting like savages. Literally. Low vibrational ass entities. Narcissists. So I will never let my voice cease to speak on all the things I speak on. I need to stand in my energy more and more and more. Fuck being all shriveled up and feeling like any of these beings around me can overshadow my voice and what I'm saying isn't right. I need to put all my energy into everything I say, stand in it, speak with conviction, and keep powering up. Y'all are going to feel my energy way more than y'all feeling it now, and it's not for any of y'all, these beings around me. I don't give a fuck. This is my lane. I'm here to destroy the system. Y'all think I'm in this matrix with y'all. I'm no longer in this matrix. I don't run off time. I'm here to be in nature. So I'm here to make this all stop. I don't want another day for any of this shit to keep going. This money, I don't want it to keep circulating. I don't want y'all to keep killing my nature. I want all of it to go. So yes, I'm up all night. Yes, I'm up all the time. And because I'm healing my body, I don't need to sleep. You don't even need to sleep every day. I can sleep once every couple of weeks if I need to, once I get to that state. And I won't even need to sleep. I'll rest within meditation. You don't know my being. Instead of seeing what I'm doing as the literal divine thing that should be shocking and amazing, what do? You instead are so brain dead. Instead of looking at the fact that I'm literally only eating fruits, you just talk shit. The moment I eat the man-made food, that I'm doing way more work than anyone to get